It's gold medal time here at the F5 Boys U19 World Championship in Tashkent in Uzbekistan as the future stars from two volleyball superpowers go head-to-head for the championship title. Defending champions France take on Poland in an echo from last summer's men's Olympic final, won by France. A fitting conclusion to what has been a magnificent tournament. Well, thanks for joining us here on VBTV. Simon Golding with you for this one. Poland are into the final after surviving two brutal five-setters, beating Pakistan in the round of 16 and then Korea in the quarters. But yesterday they were imperious in the semi-finals, defeating Spain in straight sets, and they certainly look good for that win. France, well, they've been drama-free in the knockout rounds. A fine victory over Brazil, 3-0 in the round of 16. Even better to beat Italy in 4 sets in the quarterfinals. And then they weathered a powerful start by Iran in the semis yesterday to win out by 3-1 and book today's appointment with destiny, trying to become the first team to win back-to-back titles at under-19 level since Serbia did it back in 2009 and 2011. Well, Les Bleus are finally in blue for today's matchup against the Polish team in their traditional red. And this one has all the ingredients to be a really good showdown. The tournament has been a joy to watch. It's been wonderful to see the stars that are going to thrill us for the decade to come in such good form. And now the last of the formalities ahead of the anthems, the introduction of the match to this crowd here in the Yusunabad Hall in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. And before we get to the anthems, it's time to meet our referees. William Thornber of the USA will be in charge of this one, and second official is Young-Yeon of Korea. Confirmation of our two referees then. Congratulations to them for their appointment from the panel to this under-19 boys final. And now a proud moment for both teams, staff and fans and family. It's the national anthems of both countries. Rousing rendition from both teams as these young stars prepare to get it on for the gold medal here in Tashkent. Well, they've been wonderful hosts this week. The organising committee have put on a really good show. And then and the players have come to the party, and we've seen just match after match to revel in. Let's hope this final is going to live up to the billing. So the last of the formalities, the handshakes, and for the moment, the smiles, as we prepare to head into this championship final here on Super Sunday. Thanks for joining us here on VBTV. Simon Golding with you for what should be a really cracking showdown. And now, time to meet the lineups. France like to do it a little differently, positioning the players all the way around court as they head out onto the floor. Theo Martzluf, 2 meters and 3 tall setter, is going to be their playmaker. And then out on the wings, Andrei Jokanovic will be playing at the University UC Irvine in the USA next year. And he's joined on the floor by his captain, Noah Duflo-Rossi. Those two are the left-siders. William Laplace and the brilliant Daniel Igyebekedo, who was the top scorer in the semi-final against the Islamic Republic of Iran. They start through the middle, and starting in the opposite slot, Adelin Novacic. But they have the brilliant Ino Dukic in reserve should they need to go there. Guillaume Respo has had a brilliant tournament at Libero, and he starts in that defensive position. So that's the team for Jean-Manuel Lever-Prost. And on the other side of the net, another experienced coach, Jacek Nawrocki, will start his Polish lineup as he started for pretty much the whole tournament. Jakub Szuszorowski goes out wide with Oskar Trawka, his captain. That's left side, right side is another brilliant player, Maximilian Wissoni. He's going to be on that opposite slot. Marcel Ster is the exuberant libero. And then through the middle, two very impressive players, Olgierd Skora and Timotheus Lenik, who may have a big say in where this gold medal goes. There is Jean-Manuel Le Provost, head coach of France. And there's his opposite number, Jacek Nawrocki, one of the most experienced coaches here at this tournament. Well, let's hope we're going to get a big finish. It certainly looks like we've got two teams to provide that, and we are good to go with this championship decider. It's gold medal final time in Tashkent. France, Les Bleus in the blue, get this one underway against Poland in the red. And we are looking forward to what should be a terrific contest for the gold medal. And we get an extended rally to start with before yesterday's hero. He was brilliant, Igyebekedo, against Iran. Top scorer in the match. You don't often get that for a middle player, but this is what the 2 meters and 5 tall middle can do. Hammers it. France then put the first point on the board. Out of the back line, Poland's big scorer, Wissoni, can't put the ball away first of all. But a clever shot by number 4, Jastrzębski Węgiel's wing spiker, Jakub Szuszorowski, the 18-year-old, turning inside out to hit that one. Very clever. Maciek Drog is the setter for this Polish side. He serves, comes in and gets caught playing the ball there. Wissoni gets a deep shot away, well defended by the French captain, but this is where Poland are going to be very strong today. And as good as Laplace and Igyebekedo are through the middle, well, I think Skora and Lenik are going to match the French middle duo. Brilliant. Tapped away off the block by Novacic, who in the warm-up hit the ball so vertical that it went straight up in the air and almost came back over the net on his side. It was a tremendous warm-up hit, and the crowd oohed and ahed their appreciation. Oh, they're going to ooh and ah after that one. Well, Poland are already opening in the middle. Timotheus Lenik, Spawa 2 player. Watch the height, watch the contact, watch the finish. Great start to this final. Two teams right in top gear. And the French captain, who had a slow start yesterday against Iran, Noah Duflo-Rossi, just shows what he can do. Libero Steyer, disappointed he didn't make the play. Yegbekero then with the serve. Steyer with the pass, excellent. And nice finish. It's quite an awkward hitter to get hold of. His right side, not particularly active, Visoni. But he gets a big rip on the ball, and he's got some superb angles. 176 points coming into this match for Sonny. France's top scorer, incidentally, Andrei Jokanovic, who I mentioned will be an Anteater next season with UC Irvine. That'll do nicely. Poland settle into a 2-point lead. Lenik with the serve. And leaves it. Now, they do have a right side option they can go to, Ino Dukic, and Jean-Manuel Le Provost has not been slow in making that substitution. If Novacek isn't settled at the start of a set, he'll get Dukic in pretty quickly, but Novacek very often comes back in after that. Nice. Laplace is impressed. 2 meters tall, really solid in the air, and he's got a good serve as well. Beat scorer. Novacek, relatively slow start. Solid serve. Solid swing. Travka, the Polish captain, absolutely nails that one. Super spike. Poland's top scorer then, Maximilian Wisson with the serve. Controlled by France, but they don't make the most of that. Good hands on the block from Laplace. Even better on Travka. I wonder if the opposition captain got a piece of his fellow captain, Duflo-Rossi. No, it was all Laplace. Duflo-Rossi to serve. Just long. Yeah, not going to have a look at that one. Coach Le Provost signals to his captain that was out, and he's right. 3-point lead then, early doors for Poland. Good start this for the team in red. That is a delightful set. Well, Martselov is a tall player, 2 meters and 3 already, these Spacers Toulouse setter. But watch the hands on this, watch the release. Terrific stuff. Now, Laplace, can he put a good serve in to start? He can. Great pass. Oh, this is good volleyball. France defend, but this should be coming back as a freebie. Poland can attack flat out here. And Visoni is blocked into his feet. France close the gap to just 1. Laplace again opens those shoulders, forces Travka back. Well, the two opposites today, but particularly Visoni, are going to be so important. I think Visoni for Poland holds a big key for them, along with their 2 middles. There's not the same reliance on the right side for France. They tend to look to the left side as a bit more for their scoring volume. Having said that, that's 2 in a row to Novacek, and he's made both of them out of the back line. Again, nice distribution against the energy of the ball as well. Good set from Martselov. Just out, the ball behind Shusharovsky's shoulder. Wing spikers come in at such a pace now that that set location is critical. Maciek Drog just putting it a little behind Shusharovsky. Goes back to Wisson. Great pick up by the libero Respo. Out. So Wissoni's getting a bit of pressure early here. Left-handed right-sider for Poland, and France making the most of this. Keeping the ball away from the net, so Drog can't necessarily use those two middles, Skora and Lenik. And again, dragged away. Wissony this time forces it just down the inside. Vieg Baquero's block. I'll keep you up to date with the top scorers in this match as we go along. I don't think anyone's going to match Cesar Irash's unbelievable 38 points for Spain today in their victory over Iran in 5 sets for the bronze medal. Just the gold and silver to be decided. And Jukanovic, whose dad is an Olympic bronze medalist with the former Yugoslavia back in Atlanta '96, puts that away and then puts the serve in big. Stare hoists it high. Well, that's a bit of a mess from France. They're going to get another go. Good set. Well, it's cleverly played. It was just a bit too tight in the end. But Wissony is once again blocked. Great rescue from Stare. Now, can France get it right this time? Not quite. Václav gets caught again. And France with so many opportunities to win that point, but it's Poland that come up trumps. Lively start to the game. 11-all then in this race to 25. There have been relatively few errors in the game so far. So that service into the net stands out. Vieg Baquero, tallest man for France on the court at the moment at 2:05. Laplace, complete mess on the pass. Duflo-Rossi covers well. But the French captain misses the follow-up, although he's convinced he's hit the block. He does like a video challenge, does the French captain. But his coach feels he's got a good point here, so he's gone to the screen. Well, playoffs running all through the weekend to decide the final positions at this tournament. It's good to see a lot of the teams now that have finished their matches in the venue just enjoying this. And Duflo-Rossi not as keen with his eye as his coach would have liked there. He's out and he's lost the challenge. 12 apiece, just the one left for coach Le Provost. Lenik to serve again. Well, they're doing pretty well here, Poland, to restrict France's options. They're targeting the wing spikers nicely to take them out of the offence. Novacek relies on his humongous jump to win that point. And he's back round to the service line, Novacek. 13-12. Good serve. Stare passes nicely. Oh, wow, that's gone down. Very steep indeed. And it's a monster block. And Wisson is not getting a lot of joy in the early phases of this match, the left-hander for Poland. Massive from the French captain. Well, a break gained by France. It's only marginal, but something to work with in the mid-phase of this opening set. Under-19 world title, remember, on the line. And the defending champions determined to make it back-to-back victories if they can. France, so far so good. Well, Wasuni is a reserve passer out on that sideline, and he's delivered a very good ball here. And once again, the middles for Poland proving what they can do. Scary scorer is going well through the middle at the moment for Poland. Oh, and the trickle ace from the captain, Travka. The volleyball gods smile on Poland on that point. So break is recovered by Poland, and then they make their own point. Lespo not quite able to get there. Two liberos in this match of the highest quality. Captain Travka to serve again for Poland, this time too big. Might have pressed the wrong button there on the soundbite. It's from Laplace, well contained by Travka. Not quite high enough for Skoda, so he just pops it over the net, gives France a chance. Chance not taken. Juklanovic hits out. Good start, but it's a pretty cagey start from both these teams. And the pressure, as it so often does, telling on the servers. That's where the errors have come. Novicic returns to the front line. Matzluf goes back to serve. Matzluf actually has more blocks than the French opposite. So Novicic has to do a job here. Can't get enough power on that one. Shishyarovsky, clever. Had a really good look at that to see how many blockers he was up against, whether they were situated a little inside, and they were. And after the look, taps it off the arms. On the baseline. Heavy swing. Juklanovic to the service line, 18 apiece. This first set has ebbed and flowed, but still tight. Great pass, lovely. First time we've seen the pipe attack employed, and it's employed to great effect. Captain Travka timing his approach to perfection. Less than perfect though from Shishyarovsky, the other left side player with the serve. Now Iegbukedo has an unusual hybrid serve. If he brings it into play here, can score aces. Dealt with. Tight. Very good from Travka, and Duflo-Rossi, the captain, wondering why his setter, Matzluf, did not defend this, and the number 5 could have got there easily. Moving as the ball is played. Little mini break for Poland. Timeout called by France. Let's have a look at the body language of both sets of teams. They've both put the work in to be in a position where they've got a shot at this first set. And volleyball at this level, when you've got two evenly matched teams, it's always going to be tight. It's always going to come down to the wire. Respo, good pass. Nice tempo out wide. Blockers did not go with Laplace. They just carried on out to De Florossi, but couldn't get high enough to stop the French captain. Number 17, the opposite, Novicic with the serve. It's a good pass again. Good hands from Laplace and Martzlov. Good defence from Respo. Chance for France. Not taken. Poland, though, come back with some serious power. Travka puts it on the floor for 21-20. So a little throw of the dice from coach Nawrocki. Lenijak is on in that opposite slot. And a new setter as well. And Prush Bukovic, who is a tall player at 2 meters and 4. There he's in the number 15 shirt, setting out of the back line. Oh, it's a jump from Travka. France make the change. Laplace is replaced by the looks of it by Crane. And he immediately gets the ball and puts it away. Runs the same height as Yegbekedo. Crane at 2:05. Using that height well here. Poland with the break though. It's their set to lose. They can do it inside out, so they don't necessarily need to win another point on their serve, although I'm sure Travka will push here. But he's going to have to wait to do that because France call their second time out. Big side out for France, got to focus here. Oh, Poland sneak another point with a sneaky serve. And the double substitution has worked like a dream for Poland. One captain aces the other. 3 set points then for Poland. Not that France will feel out of place losing the first set. They got thrashed in the first set against Iran yesterday and bounced back very strong. Poland may prove to be a slightly different prospect. Good finish from Jukanovic, so he keeps his team in it. Laplace is back on court for Crane, and it's Laplace's serve that will be required to try and put his team back in the picture. Off pace, easy pass. And a really rather spectacular finish. That's one heck of a swing from Alnergiak. Poland win the first set. Good contest. And they lead in the gold medal final by 1-0. Confirmation 25-22 in 22 minutes. And I wouldn't have been surprised to see either of these teams take the opener. Poland, though, just looked that little more settled. And if you take into consideration yesterday's magnificent performance against Spain, it was a straight set semi-final win. That means they've won 4 sets on the bounce now in the latter stages of this Boys Under-19 World Championship. Let's take a look at the highlights from set 1. Well, the tone has certainly been set at the start of this boys' gold medal final. A lot of the teams who've now finished their journey here at this World Championships watching from the grandstands. Good opportunity for them just to check out how these two teams go. Some of the teams watching on, of course, will have played either France or Poland in the earlier rounds. Poland look in very good shape right now, though. The double substitution worked incredibly well. Setter and opposite switched, and it was a strong finish for Poland. Strong enough, with a really good couple of hits from Alnergiak, that it might be that he's considered as a replacement for Wissony if Wissony can't get himself into this game. We're good to go. The F5EB Under-19 Boys World Championship final, set 2 underway. Team in red, Poland, lead. Taking the first set in pretty good style. France were with them all the way, but a nice double substitution by coach Jacek Nawrocki at the back end brought home some valuable points. Captain Travka also served an ace just to give his team a bit of breathing space, and Travka's the top scorer at the moment on 7. It's a magnificent hit. So we've got a change for France. Novacek is out. Dukic, the man that just killed the last ball, is in. Majority of the point scoring tends to come for France through Duflo, Rossi and Jokanovic. Jokanovic is their top scorer, the number 10. He's in the front line now. Setter Matsluf with the serve. Goes deep. Travka beaten. Good Good defence from Rossi. And brilliant blocking. Well, the key to Poland's performance today is certainly going to be the form of their middle blockers, Lenik and Skoda, ably backed up by Rusoni there. Brilliant, brilliant from Lenik. Shisharovsky with the serve. It's a good one. Pipe, not quite on the money. Oh, wow, that's gone down very steep. Dukic putting everything behind that shot. But Travka and Lenik all over it. Five points for middle blocker Lenik. Skoda has tended to be the more impressive of the two middles for Poland, but if Lenik continues to play like this, France have got their hands full. One substitution for coach Le Provost of France, bringing Dukic in for Novacek. A little too easy for Poland to find the floor. Off the head of Rossi, well cleared up by Respo. Well, he started pretty well out on the right side, Dukic. That's another kill for him out there. Well, these sets are being forced just a little bit. I think Maciek Drog wants to open the middle, drag to the 3-meter line there. He still tries to find Skoda, but a little low. France pull one of the breaks back. Little tickle off the net from Laplace. Well, Poland might get out of trouble here. Free ball, Steyer passes. Big shot, great defence off the net. France really hustling here. And again, France can win the point now. Superb. Absolutely superb. Formidable from Les Bleus. Opportunities are plenty, but Rossi applies the finishing touch. Early lead then, cancelled out by France. That's more like it. If you put the ball at the right height in front of Skoda, he will rip it. Good work, Rossi just accelerating to the ball and making sure he gets it off the blocker's arms. That's a good interaction between Maciek Drog and the coach Jacek Nawrocki. Nawrocki just asking the setter if he touched it. Saves any debate when the player's honest. Saves wasting a challenge. Rossi can't believe it. I think it's safe to say that he and Ieg Bakedo were all over this. Yeah, they were. And that deflection hasn't gone their way. Well, Poland are creating opportunities, but they are not putting the finishing touches on much attack-wise at the moment. Just allowing France to develop a little bit of rhythm here. This is just brilliant. Yegbakedo's at it again. Magnificent stop from the big middle. Monster block. So Poland have just lost a fraction of rhythm on offence. Maciek Drog, the setter, needs to work hard here to put it back together. Just wide. Polish subs thought it was an ace. In the minority though. That is an ace. Yegbakedo contacts the ball at his high point when he jumps on that float, and he sends it across the net at some unusual angles. Too unusual for Poland on that occasion. 10-8 then, France lead. Poland timeout. Well, we've already had one medal round 5-set thriller today. I think Coach Nawrocki rather concerned that we are heading towards another. I know it's very, very early in the match, but it's been back and forth. It's another good serve. France not getting a proper attack away, and that's not great from Martzlov to Duferossi, but he's lucky that he's captain had his wits about him there. New player Patrick Głowa was on court for that rally, number 20. For Poland, that is. But he returns to the bench. Uszarowski is back into the lineup. There's the setter, number 11, Maciek Drog. That's a great touch from him. Falls through the block, well covered on defence. Yeah, this is good. The change to bring Dukic in for Novacek just seems to have settled France. There's a little more shape about them. Nicely done. Wissony has taken a bit of time to get into this game. Poland really do need him. I've mentioned the change to Onel Nijak if they want to make that. I'm not sure that's where Nawrocki wants to go. He does tend to persevere with Wissony on that right side, and when he's good, he's good. When he's hot, he's just impossible to stop. But Poland's game at the moment falling to pieces. Fortunate that Jokanovic has missed that one. Poland going a little flat here, a little quiet. Subs trying to fire it up again. Good blocking. Really good blocking. And it's Wissoni next to Skora once again. I reckon that's one of the best walls in this tournament. Great coverage from Skora. Oh, worth every bit of effort that the middleman put into that one. It's finished by the captain, Travka, but the real work came when this ball was saved there. Good work, Poland. Florossi saves the day himself, the French captain. Plus whips it out. And for all of France's efforts in the early phases of set two, Poland just playing themselves back into this. Good dig. Stay well positioned down the line. It's nothing more than a free ball for France, but they've got to go again. Oh, he just fell. Steyer would have got there easily, and he just stumbled as he went to chase that. He's mad with himself. I think that's really unlucky too, the libero. Watch this, watch the chase. Just gets his feet tangled. Otherwise he'd have made that easily. Anyway, you have to forget that. That's volleyball. Got to forget the last point. Think about the next. Good serve. Great pass. And Wissoni, not the most convincing, but it'll count. And I think he's done it via a rather unfortunate deflection for Florossi, who, like a lot of these young players, get their faces head and shoulders above the net tape, and that puts you right in the firing line. A Mikasa facial in the World Championship final for the French captain. This is really good stuff at the moment from France. Dukic has proved to be a slightly more potent right side option. Great serve. Oh, that's not so good through the middle. Again, Poland trying to force the issue. Dragic trying to work the middles from a long way off the net. In fact, it's not Drag. My apologies, the double substitution has happened. So, Alenijak is back out there playing right side. Pushbukovic is the setter, and this time around the double sub has cost points. France keep the pressure on. Good service run this from Florossi. Time out Poland, they've lost their way again. Well, they fought back once in this second set, Poland. Don't think France will be minded to let them do it again, now that they've got a 3-point margin. Feels like a serve that needs to go in here from Rossi just to make Poland play. And there we go. The reward arrives via a free ball eventually. And Yegbakero whacks it across his body. And down the front of Poland's block, and the middles at the moment for Poland struggling to get into the game. There will be some tired legs out there on court. Ninth match in just under 2 weeks for both these teams, but that's the reality of championship volleyball. A magnificent swing from Dukic, well defended by Poland. Pipe attack, though, is predictable from Martslov and too low. I'm afraid Lenik and Skoda in the middle are going to gobble these up all day. Well, that set was so low, so tempo that Yegbakero almost had a swing at it. Right on the edge of the envelope here from Martslov, it's perfection. Magnificent blocking. Jukanovic goes off on his own private celebration. As France look like they've put a lid on this second set. More changes. Back to the original lineup. So the double substitution this time around for Poland doesn't yield any dividends. Wilson has to defend his own spike. Drug goes high and wide to Szyszorowski. Back to Wilson. Finally, Poland get it down. That is a magnificent set, but what a block. Szyszorowski had a lot of time to get there, admittedly. It was a beautiful set, but he did have time to line it up, and he's lined it up to perfection on Dukic. France go back to the middle. Then they have to go wide, chopped by Jukanovic. Clever play from the number 10. Both he and Rossi have a good range of shots, and as a wing spiker, if you're going to be a pro at the top level, you need your box of tricks. You can't always bounce it. Two men in the shot, nicely found by the TV director. Good save. Pancake keeps it live. Or is it a crepe in France? Either way, it's France's point, although Coach Navrocki wants to see if this touched the floor. There was a bit of oohing and ahhing from the crowd, but they're a long way away from the ball. Go. just down. Slid his hand under it very well, but there was a little bit of the ball seeped over to touch the floor. So Poland is still in this set. Good serving run from Krzyzewski would be useful. Nice start. Good pass from Jokanovic. Gets the return ball, dug by Drug. In turn, Respo keeps it up for France, and then the blockers do their job, and Poland on the charge. France go to the timeout. Twitchy times at the back end of set two. They were in charge. Poland, though, back in the picture. Oh, wonderful swing. That's a really good kill. And the deflection helped. Jokanovic in play. Poland control it. With Sunny, puts it down. I think that was playable by Matzlov, and Respo dived in front of him. France not helping themselves. They still lead by a break. France 23-22, but Poland on the comeback trail here. Then it puts it in, overpass, free ball. The score should be level, and they aren't because of Duflo Rossi, the French captain, coming up with a monster block. Look at the height he gets here. Oh, goodness me. Slightly fortuitous, you could say, but it was tremendous skill from Duflo Rossi to give his team 2 set points. Thomas Schmitz-Stroman, backup setter, on to serve and play defense for France, and he's done it again. Oh, would you believe it? 2 magnificent blocks from Duflo Rossi, and France are back in this match. It's 1 set all. Well, if you're neutral or if you're a French fan, watch and smile. Hi, caramba. How many times have we seen this at this tournament? One team takes the lead, the next team levels the score, but the actual scoreline within the sets is identical, just flipped, 25-22 apiece. Time to update you on the top scorers. Jokanovic is the only player in double figures at the moment. He's on 12. Travka on 9, Duflo Rossi on 9. Let's take a look at the highlights from an enthralling set. Captain fantastic, Duflo Rossi can take credit for the finish there for France. Poland were dangerously close to levelling the score. They had a swing to go level, but no, Duflo Rossi steps up double monster block. And next thing you know, France are level. It's always the same. Every crowd shot, there is somebody explaining volleyball to somebody else in the crowd. I love it. And let's not forget, there's a lot of knowledgeable fans out there that watch and enjoy these broadcasts, but also watch and enjoy the matches live. It's good for volleyball. A lot of players coming through, and not just players, officials, referees, administrators. Everyone has a role to play in this fantastic game of ours. Away we go. France have levelled the score in this gold medal final at a set apiece against the team in red, Poland, who stormed out to take the first set 25-22, but by the same scoreline after two monster blocks from the French captain, Duflo-Rossi. France are level, and I just wonder if France now get onto the front foot. They did it yesterday against Iran after getting pounded in the first set 25-14. Getting the first set in the bag was just a kind of release for them. Poland certainly need to consider a few areas. Offense is not in rhythm. Skoda and Lenik are not as difficult to handle at the moment for France. So a lot of work being required from the right side player, Wasani, and he is getting stopped on a regular basis at the moment. This time it's Dukic. Proper blocking. Kanovic ends up on his backside. Martzluf defends, didn't need to. Oh wow. Well, having blocked Poland twice at the back end of the last set, Sonny returns the favour on Duflo-Rossi. High-powered start to this second set, this third set even. Game's flying through. Mainly because we haven't seen a lot of video challenges. Beautiful hit from Dukic, he is all out. He does, he goes all in on every shot, Dukic. And when it comes off, it's brilliant. Laplace puts pressure on the serve. Poland out of system again. Well, not the tidiest of deliveries from Jukanovic, but lively stuff to get to the net from Setateo Martzluf, and a good power tip from that man Dukic again. 4-2 France. Defending champions once again back in the mix. The blocks keep coming. Duflo-Rossi is a wall at the moment. Double figures for him on this block. Laplace to serve again. Good pick up. We've got a new setter out on the floor for Poland once more. Kuzmukovic, the tall man, is back out there, number 15. Trying to make a difference, but it isn't at the moment. Martzluf gets it out for Duflo-Rossi, and a clever tip. Just saw the Polish setter come inside the court and tipped him out to the line for the point. Well, the deflection off the block made it impossible to defend. Didn't quite see that on the side-on angle. Clever stuff from the French captain. Now we're going to get something we haven't had much of at all in this final. A video challenge, and the third referee is has a role of making sure that the video challenge request is understood. We've had quite a bit of that with things getting lost in translation. Coach signals the challenge, but the officials go and look at the wrong piece of video, and it all kicks off. So they need to know specifically what Coach Navrocki wants to challenge, where it happened on court, so they can get to the right piece of video footage. All the officials have earpieces now, so they can communicate with each other without the need for rushing backwards and forwards to scorers' tables and across the court. Didn't see anything massively obvious, so I'm not sure that this is a completely valid request from Coach Navrocki, or whether it is just to slow things down for a brief moment. Certainly doesn't want to burn a timeout if he can possibly avoid it. Well, the review was for the net touch, but as you can see from Duflo Rossi, just like one of those great French pole vaulters that we've seen in recent times, negotiates his way down past the net without touching. I think Laplace can go for this. Does so, into the net though. The DJ does seem to have come up with an option for the serve error as a fireball, which in the context of the modern game with its sound bites isn't strictly correct. But hey, we don't mind. It's all good fun. Something of a rarity. Diego Baquero hits the ball out. Poland given another point. Down it goes. Dukic still making his shots. So Maciek Drag, the Polish setter, still on the bench. Backup setter Prushmukovic still out on the floor, and two serves into the net on the bounce from France. That's killed a bit of their momentum. Spotted one of our dignitaries being interviewed in the background. We'll have a VIP panel to present the medals and the awards. That'll be coming up straight after this men's gold medal final, boys' gold medal final. They play like men, don't they? Oh, right on cue. Travka hammers it down the line. This is full throttle. France counter. That middle is dangerous. Stair for once beaten. France can extend the lead to 4. They do so. Pressing all the right buttons at the moment, France, and Poland are struggling to stay with them. Good reach, great defence. Good pick up from Shishkovsky, and this time the ball given to the other middle, Laplace, and he's smacked it out of play. That was a chance for France to go 5 up. So Tashkent comes in. Wing spiker, number 3, for a bit of blocking height. Oh, free net for Dukic, and boy did he enjoy that one. Immediately points at Matsulov. All the blockers went the other way. Magnificent from France. System again. Oh, it's a good swing. Sonny's had a quiet final so far in the right side, but that does take him to double figures. There we go. And like every good setter at this level, you are going to acknowledge the fact that your hitters aren't going to make 2 errors in a row. And Laplace rewarded with a fine set and a fine shot to the floor. Good serve. Stayers struggling with his pass today. He's not like him. France putting some good pressure on from the service line. Jukanovic this time. Poland are in a bit of trouble here. Check Nawrocki knows it. He's called a timeout. Saw coach Le Provost of France taking William Laplace to one side and just reminding him that a middle blocker's job is many-fold, but one of the basics are when you reach up to block, you press over the net. Have to do that. And Laplace and Yegbukedo, if they do that, they get big blocks. Jukanovic to serve. Oh, it's a cracker. It's an absolute cracker. He's going to be an anteater over in the USA next season. That's the word on the street. Signing for UC Irvine, and they'll be delighted to see that. And again, Stayer tested once more. Is it coming back? No, it isn't. And Poland are in a pickle. That is the correct use of fireball, incidentally. Well played. Oh, and then the triple ace. It's all France right now. And any thoughts of Poland avenging the Olympic final defeat of last summer to Les Bleus is temporarily shelved. France in control. Off we go again. France on a run here. 8 points the lead in set 3. Nothing doing on the block, and Dukic has fallen awkwardly. They don't need an injury here, France. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see a video review there. I thought The foot was way over the line and the ball was still off the floor. I mean, that was dangerous. That could have been a real problem. If Dukic had landed on the foot of Szymanowski, that could have been nasty. I think the number 3 here has stepped well over the centre line. We'll see if that's what the challenge is actually about momentarily. But for now, France have the point, and on the evidence of the slow-mo, quite rightly so. Your foot can be over the line as such, the majority of your foot, as long as your heel is still shadowing the line. It's when it goes completely over that it's a fault. Here we go, that is completely over. And that is fortunate. Dukic actually came down on Laplace's foot. Challenge lost, point lost. Poland all at sea in this third set. Good serving from Jokanovic. He's done all the damage. Finally, the ball is on the floor and legally. Szymanowski goes back to serve. Just pegs the line. The Polish subs say out, and Coach Nawrocki's considering a video challenge, but he's not considered it for very long. Little close to the edge of the envelope there from Laplace, who's still struggling for some rhythm in this match. Can he find a serve? Yes, he can. Great pass from Stair. Oh, well played, Poland. Good force from Dukic. Very often in those jousts, the coaches will tell you, try and touch the ball second. Let the opposition push, you push back and you should win it. Clever. Oh, pick up from Respo, and he's denied by a net touch. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's one of the pickups of the tournament. Full on hit. Respo, Superman dive across the court and makes the touch, but his blockers have let him down. Igbokedo not having the same scoring effect as he had yesterday against Iran, but he still had a good game. Sweet hit. Right, Duflo-Rossi, 9 points the lead. French captain puts one in. Stair makes a good pass. That's a very, very smooth attack. There's a lot of positives here for Poland. And they may not have the starting lineup on court, but they're still making some good shots. Good pass, Respo. Well, they knew it was going to the middle. They couldn't stop it. And this is a bit all over the place, and Duflo-Rossi given a big out-of-system ball to hit, which he doesn't manage to do successfully. Trafka to serve again. Good game management. The French coach just deciding on a timeout here. Just getting the Polish captain Travka to cool his heels ahead of this next serve. It didn't work. It's a good serve. Another out-of-system attack from France. Oh, that is some shot from Jokanovic. You are kidding me. The only shot open was literally on the line. He had to hit the line, and he's hit it to perfection. Good defense. Nice pick up from the tall man, Bukedo. And he's done it again, Jokanovic. This time he works it off the blocker's hands and away. He's having fun down there, isn't he? Why not? He's had a magnificent tournament, maybe in line for a wing spiker's place in the dream team. Rusoni sorts it out. Been on the bench for a little while, but back into the fray. Well, I'm sure France can't believe how easy this set has been. When they have scored, they've scored in big groups of points. Rusoni misses. And Poland's game at the moment is really under par. It's going to take a massive effort in set number 4 if they want to take this one the distance, because France look in control. Martzlov doesn't finish clinically, so they're going to have to do this old school. Now, Maciek Drag is back in. I suspect Drag is going to start the next set along with Rusoni in that opposite slot. I'll be surprised if Coach Nawrocki goes any other way. Good blocking. Oh, Resport, well played. France still in the rally. Tight, too tight. And that's gone into the net. France have the point. Might be a video challenge to come. But if not, and it is in the negative, France lead this gold medal final by 2-0. Well, that clearly came off the antenna into the blocker. France taking Poland apart in that third set. 25-15 then for a 2-1 lead. France are set away from retaining their World Under-19 title. There's your tail of the tape, and it makes good reading for France. Top scorer in the match, incidentally. There's number 10, Andrei Jokanovic for France. He's on 18 points. Rissoni hasn't got into the game. He's on 12. Duflo-Rossi on the same score. Then the Polish captain on 11. Travka Lenik on 9. And Skoda, who was so magnificent against Spain yesterday, is not really making an impression at the moment. Talented middle blocker though he is. And Poland need him. They need Lenik to keep going. They need Rissoni to start killing this ball on a regular basis, and they need some rhythm. Where has the rhythm gone? Well, I suspect it's gone because of the pressure France have put Poland under, and Nawrocki knows that as well. Pacing the touchline nervously. Away we go with set number 4, Les Bleus. France are a set away from glory here in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. The gold medal is up for grabs against the Polish team in red, who've seen their game taken to pieces in set 3. Duflo-Rossi, the French captain, starts with the first point. He's up for this. France playing with great control at the moment and resilience, getting on everything in defence. And again, oh, what a backhander. That's brilliant from France. And again, Respo with the defence. Can they finish it? Jokanovic off the block, gets the return ball. He can't beat Steyer. It's too tight. But that's magnificent from Travka. And what a brilliant rally to start set number 4. And if a rally is going to get a team going, as you can see from Steyer's reaction, that's the rally to do it. One all, followed by the ace, and our top scorer, Jokanovic, just overhands it straight into the floor. Beautiful serve. Respo, what a pass. Poland starting this set strong. A little too strong. Szyszorowski is on the bench at the moment. Number 3, Bartosz Szczesanowski is on. He's the guy that just missed the ball, or missed that last point. France with a chance to go 3-2, and they take it. Duflo-Rossi again is exuberant. Little pocket of French fans to the near side. That's who Duflo-Rossi is celebrating too. It's not that little actually, it's a good group of fans in to watch this gold medal final. If Poland want to win it, they're going to have to win it in 5. Not beyond the realms. Youth volleyball has that way of throwing up these roller coaster results. But France looking for control. They want to get some control if they can early. Iegbokedo comes hop, skipping and jumping onto the court, ready to go again for another shift in the middle. Laplace, good serve, overpass, he's dispatched. Duflo-Rossi takes his team to clear. Travka discussing with our first referee, William Thornbert, the finer points of that last one, but he's not going to get anything from our USA referee. Laplace then to serve. Trafka, good pass. And Wisani makes the play. I'm not quite sure what happened to the block there. Got all tangled up, gave Wisani a free net. Let's have a look on this replay. That hurts. That really hurts. That's Poland's top scorer, just rolling the ball into the net, inviting more pressure. Dukic trying to provide it. Good serve. Nice pass. Great blocking again, though, from this French team. Oh, it's magnificent. Free ball. Here's the chance for France. Florossi rolls it down the front of the blockers. Skora is still unable to really get into this game. That's a shame for him because he's been marvellous at this tournament, the number 12 for Poland. Oh, service. Free ball again for France. That's just magnificent decision-making from the French setter. Poland not expecting the pipe. And in the end, a relatively straightforward kill for Jokanovic. Spare a thought for the middle blockers in the modern game. I was fortunate enough to play a little bit at a higher level, and yes, the pipe existed in the early 90s, but it was a fairly high, fairly cumbersome affair. Nowadays, it is rocket quick. They've got their work cut out. That's for all indicators are France in 4. Poland have got a big job ahead of them if they want to change the route of this game. And that won't help. Skora across his body and out of play. That's nice from the setter Drug. And then gives him the next ball, but it's not a ball he can hit. And France are just doing everything right. Poland just don't seem to be able to get any kind of side-out rhythm here. Oh, goodness me. Well, you haven't won it yet, France, but that's certainly worth a celebration. Yegbukedo with a monster of all monster blocks. But I was like a last roll of the dice from coach Nawrocki. Look at Marcel Steyer, the libero. You need players like that in your team. You need a player who is just a dynamo. And that's the libero's job. I don't know a lot of quiet ones, I'll be honest. And he's pushing really hard for his team here. Szyszorowski back in. So Krzyżanowski returns to the bench. The experiment left side is over. Back to the starting outsides. Defended by Duflo Rossi. Chance for Jokanovic. Doesn't beat the block initially. Does so this time. France are flying. Unstoppable right now. And the only danger is a psychological one. They've got one hand on the trophy. France must not back off, and they are not backing off. It's another magnificent block. Well, very few options left to coach Nawrocki. One of them is a video challenge, but I think this will be fruitless. He wants to know if it's in or out. It's been given in. Does the video prove that it was wide? Well, I think we can start to turn our thoughts to the dream team for this tournament. And there's a lot of candidates across the bronze and gold medal finals today. Tough, I think, for the panel to vote against Cesare Rash for Cesare Rash with 38 points. It's in. It's in. It was close. It was probably closer than I thought, but it is the point to France. Well, Teo Matslouf has done another fine job for his country in the playmaking position. Talking of playmakers, I think we're going to get a change up again. Yeah, Wissoni and Drug come off. Back in comes Prispukovic. And then in the opposite slot, Olnijak. This really is the last gamble from Nawrocki. And for Poland, good defence. Great work from Travka, but can't get it away off the hands. Dukic defends. Jukanovic hammers into that seam. Well defended by Poland. It's out. It's out. And if there's no touch on the block, which it doesn't look like there is, Poland lose another one. 10 points the lead for France. And coach Le Provost is eager that his team don't relax. That feels like the one danger element to France delivering a repeat gold medal. At last, Scotta has a kill. Wow. Oh, that is fearsome attacking. And we're going to get a challenge here. So the referee has ruled that Dukic has stepped on the attack line or over. That's out of bounds, remember, for a backcourt player. Le Provost, who was right next to his player, has said immediately that this is not the case. He was completely legal on that shot. What a shot it was. Shame if we are denied, or shame if he's denied that as a point by just that marginal infringement. But rules is rules. Another beautiful set, incidentally, from Teo Matslouf on that release. He's got a lovely high contact point, comes out fast, comes out flat, and in the main, comes out accurate. There we go. Oh, that is what, a millimetre? Look at that. That is a millimetre of shoe on the line. And the line belongs to the referee. Eagle eyes from William Thornber. I like it. I like the idea of going back to Dukic. The result, though, is not something France are going to like. Now, just like that, rhythm is lost, momentum gone. Poland have chances here. Maybe try and steal another point or two, then dig in on the side out. Messi from France, too tight from Martzov. It's incredible, isn't it? Just that one play could have caused a whole heap of trouble. And there was nothing wrong with it apart from the tiny bit at the end of the shoe being on the attack line. Anyway, they get out of trouble, as they've done on a lot of occasions. Diego Boquero back to serve. He's been brilliant at this tournament. He's got to be a pick for the middle dream team. De Florossi, I think, is making a very good case to be out there left side. It's just a team on paper that they announce before the final medals are presented. It's a nice touch. Those awards coming up straight after this final, incidentally, if you want to stay with us on VBTV. Good shot. Nice heavy swing from Wojciech. Jacques. And it's a case of well played, you're off. And he's a bit surprised by that, but a nice reaction from him. So Jacques is out. Backup setter, Pushbukovic is out and back in. Comes Rizoni and Maciek Grog. Nice. Very smooth from the game's top scorer, Jokanovic. 23 points now in the bank for him. De Florossi on 18. And it's Wasoni and Travka on 13 apiece. And those are the only players in double figures. Oh, goodness me. That is literally down his socks. Magnificent block from Jokanovic, and it's cannoned into Visoni's feet. Nothing going right for Poland at the end of this gold medal final. It is France's match to lose. They will top the podium now, an 11-point lead to take them to a glorious defence of their title. And France, on the men's side of the game, causing a real stir in world volleyball right now. Another wayward pass. Tight. Blockers all over it. And that's what France have done so well in this game. Their block organisation has been just excellent. Got a wake-up call in the first set, but since then, the blockers have reigned supreme. Good defence. Martzluff defends Wisoni, and he chooses to hit the overpass, which was probably going out, so he's done well to make sure of the point there. Yeah, that was going well out. Oh well, he'll take it. The captain trying to save the day with a forceful run of serves, but just smacks it into the net. That's been the story for Poland over the last hour or so. Oh, everything going France's way. Well, it was Sonny with the presence of mind just to roll it into the corner, but France now just points away from claiming this world title. Nice flow to the attack. Laplace puts it deep and puts it wide, and no defenders getting there, let alone the blocker. They're not quite there. Still 2 points for France to win, but the celebrations from the subs have started. Wonderful moment for these young players. Poland will still come away with a very good silver medal. But it's going to be France top of the podium for the second time running. Risoni, little rolling float, easy pass, one-handed set, roundhouse spike, and they're pulling out all the circus tricks now, France. 12 gold medal World Championship points for Les Bleus. Well, this fourth set has become like a victory lap, really. Let's see if they can get it done in style. Ace or monster block, what's it going to be? Dukic hits a good one. Blockers lined up and defended. Dukic gets it up. Duflorossi, appropriately, the French captain has the last word in this final. It is gold to France here in Tashkent in Uzbekistan as they beat Poland by 3-1 to claim the under-19 world title for the second time on the bounce. Well, let the celebrations begin. It's a magnificent squad of players who have played magnificently. Just the one loss at this tournament to China in 5 sets in Pool B. But after that, they have beaten all comers. Brazil, Italy, Iran, and now Poland to claim gold. Nice touch from coach Le Provost. Just going across to his opposite number to say well done. Disappointment for Poland. There were parts of that game where they did look like they were going to get it done, but oh my goodness, France so strong when they found their rhythm. And Iran encountered exactly the same problem in yesterday's semi-final. As soon as France got it together, they proved why they are the best team at this tournament, and they really were the best. That was a magnificent performance. Let's not forget Poland's contribution. They've been wonderful too. Came through 2 magnificent 5-setters to beat Pakistan and Korea to set up a semi-final against France. They were majestic in that, but they just couldn't carry the same form into the final, and it is France that claim the title. Well, after a long and grueling tournament, I'm really pleased to see that, disappointed as Poland are, I think there's a lot of joy in the silver medal that they're taking away from this tournament. They've won it twice down the years, but this is a good performance against some magnificent teams here. 25-22, Poland got the lead, but then 25-22, 25-15, 25-12 in just 20 minutes. France were superb to finish it off. And there's your final tale of the tape. France magnificent at the net. Look at that, 17 blocks to go with 5 aces. Special teams really sublime from France's point of view. France beat Poland then in the gold medal final to win the boys under-19 F5 World Championship title here in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. And France, for the second time running, are the champions. Well, thanks for your company over the last few days to watch the closing stages of this tournament. We'll leave you from our live coverage of the match with a few highlights from the game. But from me, Simon Golding, goodbye for now, but stay tuned here on VBTV. The awards ceremony is on the way.
Ah. Yeah, buddy. Ooh.
Thank you for staying with us here on VBTV. On the way, the closing ceremony from the Boys Under-19 World Championships here in Tashkent in Uzbekistan. Stay tuned for the awards ceremony. That's coming up live. Spectacular stuff. The ceremony for this F5 Under 19 Boys World Championships here in Tashkent is underway. What wonderful hosts they have been.
Boys U19 World Championship. Welcome to Uzbekistan. Welcome to Tashkent.
Now to welcome our hosts and for the awarding ceremony to begin.
Assalomu alaykum, hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar, poytaxtimiz mehmonlari, voleybol muxlislari.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, dear sport fans.
Ko'plab nufuzli musobaqalarga mezbonlik qilgan muhtasham Yunusobod sport majmuasiga xush kelibsiz. Sizlar bilan mamlakatimizda ilk marotaba o'tkazilgan voleybol bo'yicha 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan erkaklar o'rtasidagi jahon chempionatining tantanali yopilish marosimida qarshilayotganimizdan bag'oyatda mamnunmiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the magnificent Yunusobod Sport Complex, which has hosted a lot of prestigious tournaments. We are truly delighted to greet you here to the grand closing ceremony of the Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships, held for the first time in Uzbekistan.
Hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar, hozir biz 2025-yilga 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan o'g'il bolalar o'rtasidagi voleybol bo'yicha jahon chempionatida ishtirok etgan eng yaxshi sportchilardan tashkil topgan Dream Team jamoasini taqdirlash uchun sahnaga taklif etamiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to invite on stage the Dream Team composed of the 2025 Boys U19 Volleyball World Championship top athletes to be honored for their outstanding performance.
Time then to welcome the Dream Team to the stage. Some great players are going to be in this lineup.
Fransiya terma jamoasining o'rinchi raqamli vakili Andre Yakunovichni taklif etamiz. Mukofotni esa texnik delegat va Xalqaro voleybol federatsiyasi boshqaruv kengashi a'zosi Margaret Fleming topshiradi. Marhamat.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the category of the best outside hitters, we would like to invite on stage player number 10, Yakunovich Andre from France national team. For the best
Andre
outside
Yakunovich
hitters,
then
and the
brilliant
award will be
in the
presented
gold medal
by
final, off to the USA to
board
play and
member
study next
Margaret
season.
Fleming. Please
And he is
welcome
our
them.
first wing spiker in the Dream Team.
Qarshilarni balandroq taqdim etamiz. Birinchi taqdirlanayotgan inson Fransiya terma jamoasi vakili Andre Yakunovich. Assalomu alaykum.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Andre Yakunovich,
Margaret Ann Fleming
number 10,
from Volleyball
France
Scotland and the
national team.
CV will present the award. FIVB board member and long-time administrator, player and supporter of volleyball across the world.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Andre Yakunovich.
Thank you. You can leave the stage.
Davom etamiz. Davom etamiz. Eng yaxshi yon hujumchilar nominatsiyasida yana bir sportchi. Fransiya terma jamoasining
Probably a good idea if he stays with his Dream Team fellow selected players.
Voleybol federatsiyasi raisi maslahatchisi Anvar Mo'idjanov topshiradi.
In the category of the best outside hitters, we would like to invite on stage number 22, Duflos Rossino.
It is an all-French
from the
left side.
France
Noah
national
Duflos
team.
Rossi,
And the
the
award will be
captain of
presented
France,
by Anvar Mo'idjanov,
is the other
advisor
wing
to the
spiker
chairman of Uzbekistan
in our Dream
Volleyball
Team at this World
Federation.
Championships.
Tabriklaymiz, muborak bo'lsin. Esdalik shu suratlarga tushamiz va
Avmar
davom etamiz.
Mundianov
Navbatdagisi eng yaxshi markaziy
is
to'siq
our
quruvchi
VIP
nominatsiyasi.
presenter.
Sahnaga Polsha terma jamoasining 24-raqamli vakili Lenik Tumalevichni taklif etamiz. Mukofotni esa O'zbekiston Respublikasi Sport vazirligi boshqarma boshlig'i Sherzod Olimov topshiradi.
In the category of the best middle blockers, we would like to invite on stage player number 24, Lenik Timoleusz from Poland national
Timoteusz
team.
Lenik,
And the award for the
another
best middle
good player
blockers
from
nomination
Poland,
will be
and
presented
just a
by
little
Sherzod
unlucky
Olimov, head
to
of
not
the
be able to get
department
right
and
into
Minister of
that
Sports of the Republic
final.
of Uzbekistan.
Sherod Olimov, head department of the Ministry of Sports here in Uzbekistan, presents the award to our first middle blocker, Timoteusz Lenik of Poland.
Fransiya terma jamoasining 21-raqamli vakili Lekbegedo Deniyeni taklif etamiz. Mukofotni esa Toshkent shahar sport boshqarmasi boshlig'i Begzod Ubaydullayev topshiradi.
In the category of the best middle blocker, we would like to invite on stage another outstanding athlete, number 21, Yegbekego Daniel from the France national
Daniel
team.
Yegbekego is the other middle blocker. France now with 3 players in this Dream Team. What a fantastic tournament he had, top scorer in the semi-finals against Iran. And Yegbekego is our second middle blocker. Shod Obadelev of the Sports Department of Tashkent City presenting the award. Well done to Daniel. And he joins Timotes as the other middle blocker. So Poland and France through the middle. It's an all-French left side. That's it. Stand with your fellow middle blocker, Dan.
O'zbekiston Volleyball Federatsiyasi xalqaro bo'lim boshlig'i Orifxon Amirxonov topshiradilar.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the best libero category, and we would like to invite on stage player number 9, Guillaume, France national team. The award will be presented by head of the International Affairs Department, Orifxon Amirxonov.
Guillaume Respo was fabulous at this tournament. There was a lot of great liberos in contention for the award. France get their 4th player into the dream team lineup, and it is their defensive and passing specialist Respo. He was brilliant in the final, didn't let anything hit the floor. Ofikon Amrikonov of Uzbekistan's sports department with the presentation. Congratulations to Guillaume Respo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the category of the best setter, and we would like to invite on stage player number 11, Drag Madesh from Poland national team, and the award will be presented by Farhod Alimov, Secretary General of the Uzbekistan Volleyball Federation. Please welcome
Maciek
them.
Drag gets the Playmakers Award, the best setter into the dream team from Poland. Farhod Alimov, General Secretary of the Uzbekistan Volleyball Federation, who put on such a fantastic show here in Tashkent, is the presenter of that award. Congratulations to Maciek.
Davom etamiz. Eng yaxshi hujumchi nominatsiyasi. Sahnaga Ispaniya terma jamoasining 16-raqamli vakili Irache Camachoni.
Well, the opposite couldn't be anyone else.
Ladies and gentlemen,
In the right side slot from Spain, with an amazing 38 points in the bronze medal final, is Cesar Irache.
And the awards will be presented by FIVB board member and control committee president Mushtaq Mohammed.
Play to Cesar. Mushtaq Mohammed, FIVB board member, will present the award to our best opposite in the dream team lineup, Cesar Irache. Over 200 points in the tournament, 38 points alone in the bronze medal final. He was magnificent here in Tashkent.
Davom etamiz. Navbatdagi g'olibimizni sahnaga taklif etmoqchimiz. 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan yigitlar.
Well, a nice moment when they present the awards to the dream team. And I tell you what, that's a very good team stood on stage right now. Now, time for the MVP award from the whole tournament.
Mukofotni esa O'zbekiston Volleyball Federatsiyasi raisi o'rinbosari Jamshid Fayziyev topshiradilar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the category of the most valuable player award of the Boys U19 Volleyball World Championship is presented to player number 10, Jokanovic Andrei from France national team.
Andrei Jokanovic is presented with the most valuable player award from this Under-19 Boys World Championships in Tashkent. Proud moment for him. Dream team selection and MVP from the tournament. Final photo call then for our dream team and MVP. A lot of fantastic players not included in that squad, but there are just too many to choose from, and the players that have made that final selection have done so for their performances across the tournament. Consistently brilliant.
Volleyball World Championships held in Tashkent.
Well, the French, Polish and Spanish players will be up on stage very shortly.
Guys. Thank you very much. And now
for the presentation of the medals and then, of course, the trophy to the winners.
Toshkent shahri mezbonlik qilgan 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan yigitlar o'rtasidagi voleybol bo'yicha jahon chempionatining asosiy g'olib terma jamoalarini taqdirlash qismiga yetib keldik.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. We have reached the long-awaited part of the U19 Boys Volleyball World Championship, proudly hosted by City of Tashkent, the award ceremony.
Jahon chempionati bronza medali sohiblarini qarshi oling. Qarshingizda Ispaniya terma jamoasi.
Well played to Spain. Silver medalists back in 2011, the only time they've been on the podium before in Buenos Aires in Argentina. But now, here in Tashkent in Uzbekistan, they take the stage to receive the bronze medal. A brilliant comeback victory against the superb Iran team, winning it in 5 sets in the end. Congratulations to our bronze medalists, Spain.
We kindly invite on stage the Deputy Minister of Emergency Situations of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Kadyrov Nuriddin Bakhridinovich, and the Deputy Commander of the National Guard of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Mama Yusupov Sarvar Dekhanovich.
2 VIPs introduced by the MCs to make these presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the bronze medalists of the World Championships, Spain national team, Canyalas Rina Jose Joaquin,
Cañadas,
Tavares Oliver
Zuma
Rafael,
Kennedy,
Detsutere
Okafor,
Samolinko Daniel,
Daniel
Rejon
De
Faundes
Zuter,
Gerard, Gomez Sandro Ernesto
number 14,
Tomas,
Diego
Rios
Cunda,
Amador Jesus,
number 9, Gerard Rejon,
Cunda Bisfiglia Diego,
number 15,
Garcia Dominguez
starter throughout the
Mario,
tournament, Mario
Irache
Garcia out on the
Camacho
wing.
Cesar, Miguel
Our opposite
Sanchez
superstar,
Diego,
number 16, Cesar Iraj.
Okafor,
Number
Asierita
2, Samuel
Iltuna,
Barasha, played very well at Libero for Spain at this tournament.
Barassa,
Number 17,
Cordobés
Diego
Samuel,
Miguel. Number 4, another left side player, Rafael Chugores. And last but not least, the captain, after Jesus Rios is presented with his award, the skipper Ernesto Thomas
Congratulations
Gomez.
to the Spain national team for awarding the bronze medal.
Well played,
of
Team
Boys
Spain.
U19 Volleyball World Championships.
Bravo, katta rahmat barchangizni quyoshli O'zbekistonda xush ko'rdik. Ishtirokingiz uchun katta rahmat. 3-chi o'rin g'oliblari Ispaniya terma jamoasini taqdirladik. Ularga minnatdorchilik bildiramiz va o'z joylariga kuzatib qo'yamiz. Demak, diqqat qilasiz hurmatli mehmonlar, hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar. Ana endi 2025-yilga 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan yigitlar o'rtasidagi voleybol bo'yicha jahon chempionatining kumush medallari sohiblarini qarshi olamiz. Qarshingizda Polsha terma jamoasi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the silver medalist of the 2025 Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships, Poland national team.
Well played, Poland. Not quite their day today in the gold medal final, but still good enough at this tournament to claim a fabulous silver medal. Real talent in this squad. I'm sure we're going to see plenty of these names over the next decade or so operating at the top level.
The silver medals, we would like to invite on stage Oybek Amilovich Kasimov, Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee of Uzbekistan, and Bekmurod Tojimirzaevich Abdullayev, the first Deputy Chairman of Uzbekistan Volleyball Federation.
Welcome to the stage, our 2 VIPs to present the silver medals. Number 20, Patrick Guava, wing spiker. Number 11, the setter, Maciek Drag in the dream team. Number 12, Ogier Skora, one of the middle blockers starting in the final. Opposite player and top scorer, Maximilian Wissonik. Number 3, Bartosz Chrzanowski. Number 8, Wojciech Olnijak. Number 15, Jakub Prusbukovic, backup setter. Number 24, another dream team player, Timotej Lenik. Number 4 is Jakub Szyżerowski. The libero, Marcel Stayer, brilliant tournament for him. Real character. And finally, to the captain, Oskar Travka. It is the silver medal And silver plaque to represent Poland's tremendous
Ladies and
efforts at
gentlemen,
this
let's
tournament.
give
A second place
big round of
finish
applause to
at
the
a World
silver
Championship for
medalist
these young
of
superstars.
2025 Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships, the national team of Poland.
Bravo, bravo! Katta rahmat, minnatdorchilik bildiramiz. Mana shunday yorqin lahzalar uchun ularga katta rahmat. Xush ko'rdik.
Congratulations guys, Poland national team. Welcome to Uzbekistan.
Davom etamiz, hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar.
And so to the victors, the spoils, the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of the gold medal and the World Championship trophy to Team France.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the champions of Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships, the national team of France. Gold medalists.
Congratulations to France, the defence of the title that they won 2 years ago. And a superb performance under great pressure through the semi-finals and into the final. It's gold to France yet again at a major tournament.
To present the gold medals to the champions, we would like to invite on stage the Minister of Sports of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Adham Ilhamovich Ikramov, and the Chairman of Uzbekistan Volleyball Federation, Aziz Anvarovich Tashpulatov.
Welcome to our 2 VIP guests here to present the main medals and the big trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't hear your applause. Let's give a big round of applause to the winners, to the champions, to the national team of France.
Here come the VIPs with the medals. First of all, it'll be Dream Team middle blocker, number 21, Daniel Ieg-Bekedo. He was just superb. Next, number 17, Adelin Novacik, part-time outside and opposite. Number 15, Sadi Kronic, middle blocker. Number 13, Vida Natsev, who filled in nicely left side when required. Number 10, our most valuable player from this tournament. Proud moment for Andrei Jokanovic. Number 8, backup setter, Toma Schmitz-Stroman. Number 5, the main man, the playmaker, Theo Matzluf. What a tournament he's had. Number 3, Pierre Delaporte. Didn't get much court time, but all members of the squad important. Another Dream Team member in Libero, Guillaume Respo. And finally, the captain. What a tournament for Noah Duflo-Rossi. Gold medals presented, to be followed very shortly by the captain getting his hands on the silverware. And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Championships
Boys under 19 World Champions here in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Noah Duflo-Rossi, the captain, and Team France. And so begin the celebrations as another marvellous FIVB tournament draws to a close. France are world champions at under 19 level. Thank you for your company over the course of our coverage of the final stages of this tournament here on VBTV. From all of us here at Volleyball World, congratulations France, and to all of our medalists. And from us for now, it's goodbye.
The national team of France, congratulations guys.
Kubok bilan uyga qaytayotgan barcha yigitlarni chin qalbimizdan tabriklaymiz. Hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar, hozir an'anaga muvofiq Jahon chempionati g'oliblari Fransiya terma jamoasi g'oliblarini mamlakatning davlat madhiyasini birgalikda tinglashga taklif etmoqchimiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of France.
Bravo, katta rahmat. Fransiya terma
Thank you.
jamoasi. Tabriklaymiz.
So guys, you can celebrate your victory with your team members, with your coach. And now we're going to proceed with a special video.
Hurmatli mehmonlar, davom etamiz. Xalqaro voleybol federatsiyasi va O'zbekiston voleybol federatsiyasi hamkorligida tashkil etilgan 19 yoshgacha bo'lgan o'g'il bolalar o'rtasidagi jahon chempionati 10 kun davomida Toshkent shahri hamda Chirchiq shaharlarida o'tkazildi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships, organized in cooperation with the International Volleyball Federation and the Volleyball Federation of Uzbekistan, was held over 10 days in the cities of Tashkent and Chirchiq.
Musobaqa emotsiyalarga boy va shiddatli tarzda o'tdi. Unda dunyoning 24 davlatidan terma jamoalar hamda 288 nafar sportchilar, murabbiylar ishtirok etishdi.
The tournament was full of emotions and intense competition. National teams from 24 countries, along with 288 athletes and coaches, took part in the event.
19 yoshgacha bo'lgan o'g'il bolalar o'rtasidagi voleybol bo'yicha jahon chempionati ilk bor 1989-yilda Xalqaro voleybol federatsiyasi tomonidan o'tkazilgan. Har 2 yilda bir marotaba bo'lib o'tadigan mazkur nufuzli musobaqada ilk marotaba O'zbekiston mezbonlik qildi. Bu ham yurtimizda barcha sohalar singari sportga bo'layotgan e'tiborning ramzi deyishimiz mumkin.
The Boys U19 Volleyball World Championships was first held in 1989 by the FIVB. This prestigious tournament, which takes place every 2 years, is being hosted by Uzbekistan for the first time. And this is yet another symbol of the growing attention and support for sports in our country, just like in many other areas.
10 kun davomida bo'lib o'tgan ushbu jahon chempionati ajoyib taassurotlar bilan xotiramizda muhrlanib qoladi. Hozir bor e'tiboringizni yana bir bor monitorga qaratmoqchimiz, unda esa yana bir yorqin lahzalarni birgalikda guvohiga aylanamiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, although the World Championships hosted by our capital lasted for 10 days, the impressions remain at a very high level. Most importantly, interest in the sport of volleyball has clearly increased sharply. Here is a glimpse of how the World Championships unfolded. Please watch and enjoy. We would like to draw your attention to the screen.
To welcome you all to the opening ceremony of the U19 Volleyball World Championship.
Musobaqani ochiq deb e'lon qilaman.
Bravo, bravo. Katta rahmat. Albatta, bo'lib o'tgan 104 uchrashuvda g'alabalarni ko'rdik. Tomoshabin bo'la turib jamoalar mag'lubiyatini, alamlarini ham his qildik. Voleybolchilarni eng ko'p yiqiladigan sport turi vakillari deyshadi. G'alaba esa ana shunday ko'plab yiqilishlardan so'ng ham yana tik tura olishdadir. Yengilmaslikdadir.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, during the 104 matches played, we witnessed many victories, and as spectators, we also felt the pain of defeat experienced by the teams. Volleyball is often called the sport where players fall the most. But victory is the result of standing up again and again after countless falls and continuing to strive towards the set goal. That is true resilience.
Demak, bizda yengilma musiqiy nomer birgalikda ko'ramiz.
To'xta. Fikrla. Reja qil. Hissiyotga berilma. Seni yiqitmoqchi bo'lganlar ko'p. Ularga taslim bo'lma. Boshqalar to'xtaganda sen davom et. Lider bo'l. Jamoaga yetakchi bo'l. Raqibni hurmat bilan kutib ol. Vaziyatni to'g'ri bahola va zarba ber. Sen kuchlisan va kuchlilar bilansan. O'rningdan tur. O'zingga ishon va sen uddalaysan.
Bravo, katta rahmat. Minnatdorchilik bildiramiz. Yengilma musiqiy nomera. Davom etamiz hurmatli mehmonlar, hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar. Jahon chempionati voleybol federatsiyasi haqqoniy o'tishligida hakamlarning ham o'rni beqiyos ekanligini alohida ta'kidlashimiz kerak.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear sport fans, we would like to specially acknowledge the referees who made a great contribution to ensuring a fair and just conduct of the World Championships hosted by the city of Tashkent.
Jahon chempionatining yuqori daraja o'tishida o'z hissalarini qo'shgan Jahon chempionatining nazorat qo'mitasi rahbari Mushtaq Muhammadni sahnaga taklif etamiz. Ularga esdalik sovg'asini topshirish uchun esa O'zbekiston Volleyball Federatsiyasi raisi o'rinbosari Jamshid Fayziyevni chorlaymiz.
We would like to invite on stage Mr. Mushtaq Muhammad, head of the supervisory committee of the World Championships, who has made a significant contribution to the high-level organization of the tournament. To present a commemorative gift, we welcome to the stage Jamshid Fayziyev, Deputy Chairman of Uzbekistan Volleyball Federation.
Marhamat. Sahnaga taklif etamiz va mukofotlarni qabul qilib olishingiz mumkin bo'ladi.
Mr. Mushtaq Muhammad, we also would like to invite on stage, and we would like to present a commemorative gift for your significant contribution to the high-level organization of the World Championships.
Marhamat, qarsaklarni balandroq taqdim etamiz. Jahon chempionati nazorat qo'mitasi rahbari Mushtaq Muhammad taqdirlanadi. Bravo. Esdalik shu suratlarga tushamiz. Marhamat, sovg'alarni qabul qilib olishlari mumkin.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to honor the dedicated team of staff members who contributed to the high-level organization of this tournament, the referee coach and members of the referees committee.
Jahon chempionatini haqqoniy va halol o'tishida yaqindan hissa qo'shgan hakamlar jamoasiga ham esdalik sovg'alari topshiriladi.
Zorika Bjelic, Milan Labasta, Umid Sokulu, Aziz Yener, Muhammad Shahmiri.
Besh nafar hakamlar hozir esdalik sovg'alari bilan taqdirlanishmoqda. Zorika Bjelic, Milan Labasta, Umid Sokulu, Aziz Yener, Muhammad Shahmiri. Mana shunday jahon chempionatini halol va haqqoniy o'tishiga yaqindan yordam bergan hakamlar hay'ati a'zolari.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to invite to the stage a team of 24 international referees composed of international volleyball officials for their outstanding service in organizing and conducting the tournament at a high level. They will be presented with commemorative gifts on behalf of Volleyball Federation of Uzbekistan, and the gifts will be handed over by Farhad Alimov,